How did China, in just 2 decades, go from copying foreign technology to deploying one of the most formidable stealth fighters on the planet? Stay tuned until the end, because you're about to get the full reward. You'll understand why the J-20 wasn't designed to impress at parades, but to shatter Western air superiority before the enemy even knows they're being watched. When the J-20 first appeared in public, many Western analysts reacted with skepticism. For years, the Chinese aerospace industry had been associated with reverse engineering, late development, and technological dependence. However, the J-20's debut radically changed that perception. It wasn't a hastily put-together prototype or an experimental concept. It was a strategic statement. China had reached the 5th generation of aircraft. If this kind of in-depth analysis interests you and you want to understand how military powers are really operating, leave a like now and subscribe. Because what follows explains things that aren't usually discussed. The J-20, known as the Mighty Dragon, was not born by chance. Its development responds to a clear need within Chinese military doctrine to deny air access to foreign powers, especially the United States and its allies, in key regions such as the South China Sea and the Taiwan Strait. It's not about dominating the global skies. It's about making them extremely dangerous for any force that approaches. Unlike U.S. programs, the J-20 was designed from the outset with one primary mission: to intercept and destroy high-value assets such as tankers, AWACS platforms, and strategic bombers. China understood that without these assets, Western air superiority is drastically weakened. Visually, the J-20 makes its focus clear. Its long fuselage, angled surfaces, and internal weapons bays are optimized to reduce its frontal radar signature. It doesn't aim for absolute invisibility from all angles. It aims for maximum effectiveness on the most critical axis: direct engagement with enemy sensors. The design also reveals external influences. Comparisons to the F-22 and F-35 are inevitable, and accusations of industrial espionage abound. But even acknowledging these influences, the J-20 is not an exact copy. China adapted existing concepts to its own strategic and geographical needs. One of the most debated aspects of the J-20 is its maneuverability. Unlike Russian fighters, China did not prioritize extreme supermaneuverability. The J-20 is designed for long-range combat, detecting and launching missiles first before engaging in close-quarters combat. In this respect, its philosophy aligns more with American doctrine than with Russian doctrine. Stay until the end, because here you begin to understand why this decision, which many criticized, is precisely what makes the J-20 a real strategic threat. This doesn't mean it's a clumsy aircraft. Its aerodynamics allow it to operate effectively at high speeds and altitudes, ideal scenarios for intercepting strategic targets. The J-20 doesn't try to outmaneuver its enemy. It tries not to be there when the enemy attempts to respond. The development of the J-20 was shrouded in secrecy. China moved quickly, conducting test flights even before the aircraft was fully mature. This strategy had a dual purpose: to accelerate operational learning and to send a clear signal to the outside world. The message was simple: China was no longer waiting to catch up, it was moving forward. One of the program's biggest challenges was, and continues to be, the engine. During its early stages, the J-20 used interim engines, which limited some of its performance. However, China has invested enormous resources in developing its own engines, recognizing that true technological independence depends on this critical component. Despite these initial limitations, the J-20 entered operational service, something many experts hadn't expected so soon. This marked a turning point. China was no longer talking about prototypes, it was talking about active squadrons. Another key aspect of the J-20 is its integration within a broader network. It is not designed to operate alone. It is part of a system that includes ground-based radars, satellites, long-range missiles, and other fighter jets. Within this network, the J-20 acts as a forward node, gathering intelligence and executing targeted strikes. If this analysis is providing you with real value, leave a like now, because from here on out, we delve into the true core of the danger this aircraft poses. This approach reflects a deep understanding of modern warfare. Air combat is no longer a one-on-one duel. It's a confrontation between complex systems. And China has designed the J-20 to thrive in that environment. In modern air warfare, stealth alone doesn't win battles. The real advantage lies in information. See first. Understand first. Act first. And it is precisely in this area that the Chinese J-20 was designed to excel. More than just a stealth fighter, the J-20 is a sensor platform integrated into a much broader combat network. From its inception, China understood a key lesson from observing modern U.S. warfare. Air dominance doesn't depend solely on individual aircraft. It depends on interconnected systems. The core of this capability is its sensor system. The J-20 features an advanced AESA radar, developed in China, capable of tracking multiple targets simultaneously and operating in environments with high levels of electronic interference. This radar does more than just detect enemy aircraft. It can prioritize threats, assign targets, and share information with other platforms in real time. But the J-20 doesn't rely solely on its forward radar. It integrates distributed electro-optical and infrared sensors that allow it to detect targets without emitting active signals. While a stealth aircraft can reduce its radar signature, it cannot completely conceal its heat or its presence in the infrared spectrum. Thanks to this capability, the J-20 can operate in passive mode for extended periods. It can position itself, analyze the situation, and choose the precise moment to attack while the enemy is completely unaware of being tracked. The information gathered by the J-20 doesn't stay in the cockpit. The aircraft operates within a command and control network that includes ground-based radars, satellites, early warning aircraft, and other fighters. This network creates a shared picture of the battlefield where each unit contributes to and benefits from the shared information. Herein lies one of the greatest fears of Western strategists. The J-20 doesn't need to engage enemy fighters directly. It can attack the critical nodes that sustain Western air superiority: tanker aircraft, AWACS platforms, and air command centers. Without fuel, early warning, and coordination, even the most advanced fighters lose effectiveness. The J-20's armament is clearly aligned with this doctrine. Its internal bays allow it to carry long-range air-to-air missiles designed to intercept strategic targets at great distances. These missiles, guided by data shared from multiple sensors, can be launched even without the J-20 maintaining constant direct contact with the target. In addition, the aircraft can carry medium and short-range missiles for self-defense. However, its priority is not close-range combat. The J-20 is designed to fire first and withdraw before the enemy can react effectively. Another key aspect is its electronic warfare capability. Although China is extremely secretive about the details, the J-20 is known to incorporate systems designed to jam enemy radars, confuse sensors, and degrade data links. In modern warfare, where everything depends on connectivity, this capability can be devastating. Instead of physically destroying every enemy radar or aircraft, the J-20 can temporarily blind or deaf them, creating windows of opportunity for coordinated attacks from other platforms. This reduces risk and maximizes impact. The J-20's electronic warfare capabilities do not operate in isolation. They are integrated into a broader access denial doctrine. Along with long-range anti-aircraft missiles, ground-based systems, and space-based capabilities, the J-20 forms part of a network designed to make any foreign incursion extremely costly. An increasingly relevant element is the potential integration of the J-20 with unmanned systems. Although China has not publicly revealed all the details, there are indications that the J-20 could act as a command platform for drones, using them as advanced sensors, decoys, or even attack vectors. The J-20 J-20 is not designed for large-scale global confrontations. Its primary mission is to protect China's interests within its sphere of influence: the South China Sea, the Taiwan Strait, and strategic areas of the Asia-Pacific. In these regions, even a limited number of J-20s can significantly alter the balance of power. Its true value lies in its role as a force multiplier. The J-20 is not just a fighter jet. It is a node within a complex air warfare ecosystem, combined with advanced radars, long-range missiles, and space and ground surveillance systems. One of the most critical elements is the J-20's continuous technological evolution. China has invested heavily in more powerful and efficient engines. This will allow the aircraft to achieve true supercruise, improve its maneuverability and extend its operational range, reduce its infrared signature, and increase its survivability against advanced detection systems. Furthermore, the integration of electronic and cyber warfare systems transforms the J-20 into a fighter that not only engages in physical combat but also manipulates the enemy's perception. It can jam radars, confuse sensors, and degrade communication links. Every mission becomes a chess game where the advantage is decided before the first shot is fired. Another relevant factor is the evolution in the integration of unmanned platforms. Although the details are highly classified, it is believed that the J-20 can operate in coordination with attack and reconnaissance drones, extending its range, increasing pressure on the enemy, and reducing risks to the human crew. In the geopolitical arena, the J-20 serves as a deterrent. Its mere presence compels the United States, Japan, Australia, and other regional allies to reconsider their plans, increase defense spending, and strengthen detection networks. It is true that the J-20 has limitations. Its numbers are still limited compared to the total fleet of Western fighters. The engines and systems are still evolving, and some capabilities are not yet deployed at their full potential. But even with these limitations, its strategic impact is remarkable. Neutralizing the J-20 doesn't simply mean shooting down aircraft. It means dismantling entire networks of information, communications, and sensors. And that is far more complex, costly, and risky. If you've made it this far, you've already received the reward promised at the beginning: an understanding of how 21st century air warfare is being redefined. Therefore, if this analysis provided you with real value, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you can continue discovering, chapter by chapter, how modern nations are redefining control of the skies.